Gills. Fish pitcher Matt Doornink shares some of his very flawed coaching strategy. Timeless wonder Joel Schaffer describes the farthest ball he ever hit. Slugger Brian Giebel explains what bears have to do with line drives. Luedtke turns a hit and run into a home run. And we introduce you to 2020 rookie Tom Ritt.
Welcome to another episode of Between the Gills, our low budget and low quality interview series featuring your hometown Fighting Fish. So just like baseball isn't our job, neither is video production. So as long as you keep your standards low right now, you're going to really enjoy this interview that we do today. So thanks for bearing with us. Today we've got a lot of the team joining us. Doornink, Schaffer, Tom Ritt, Luedtke, and Brian Giebel are all here. And we're going to go ahead and open up some email that we got already after the first episode. So again, anytime you've got a question for the fish, just send it in. So here's our first question. This comes from Ron in River Falls. Ron says, my son's youth coach tells the kids to think of nothing during their at-bats. That seems impossible, so I told my son to think of something random instead. There you go, Ron. Always undermine the coach. Is that good advice? All right. What do you guys think? Is that good advice? Just tell kids to think of something random?
Yeah, I always think about, to keep my mind just free and easy, I think about bears. I think about how fast they are. They're faster than any person, and they're bigger. They can climb trees. They can relax enough to sleep for months. How much does that help you hit? I don't know, but it's what I do.
I mean,
hey, do you ever think about running, if you're running away from a bear, if you run along the side of a hill, they can't keep up with you because they'll tip? Do you ever think of that, though?
Do bears tip?
No. I think their agility is, you're underestimating the agility of a bear as well.
I might be. I had one actually at our house that was eating the garbage, and the kids named it Garby the garbage eating bear. So now I have something to think about when I'm hitting.
Clears the mind.
I like it. I must not have cleared my head all last year. I must have been thinking about too much. So
there you go. Try bears.
Bears it is.
Go Bears.
I would have to say that also the best hitters that I've ever played with normally didn't have a lot on their mind. So they must have been able to clear it. One night used to sing Chumbawamba, and for you young folks, Chumbawamba was a band. So look up Chumbawamba, and I don't understand how anybody could hit thinking of Chumbawamba, but one of the best hitters I've ever played with.
Well,
I'd agree with.
There's all kinds of rituals before you get into the box, guys. Do you have any kind of different rituals that you do? So it's not only the mind, but it's the body too, right? So different things that you do before you get in that box?
I sometimes pray to the God of my joints that they don't come apart. And I pray to the River Falls Hospital that I don't have to go there after I swing. I also pray to Todd Frisch from River Falls Chiropractic that he doesn't have to do an extra hour of work on my back after the game. So I guess those are the things I think of before I swing.
Well, I tell you what, let's go to our next question. So Kathy from Beldenville, she wrote in and says she's interested in painful memories. So Kathy is not a Fish fan. Kathy must be a Ellsworth Hubbard fan. She says, is there anything you've done on a baseball field that you regret? That's an interesting question. A lot of baseball memories. Any painful ones that you wish you could take back? A little confession time.
I mean, when I was 10, we had a game at Woodbury, and I was in hitting, and I was like, man, I really got to go to the bathroom. And there was a porta potty like really close to our dugout. I definitely could have gone then, but I decided to wait. And then we had a long half inning when I was out in center field the next inning, and I just remember on the run in, it was just kind of rough and couldn't hold in the P any longer. So I do regret that. But besides that, I don't really know.
Well, if you guys didn't know, Tom is brand new to the team. That was a tryout, and he just made the team.
Heck yeah.
Any other things that you guys regret?
One time coaching, I tried to be really sneaky and pull a squeeze play off on a pitcher that I thought we could score a run on, but turns out there was 2 outs and they just threw the ball at first.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad coaching, Doornink.
Yeah, you could say that.
I think the one I can add for you guys is probably about 15 years ago, we had an umpire in the league. His name was Orrin Hogley. If he's out there listening, Orrin was about the nicest guy that you could meet. Orrin's the guy, every time you show up, hey, how you doing? It's great to see you. He's hold the door for you. He wouldn't walk in front of you. He'd wait for you to catch up so you could chat on your way down to the field. Just nicest darn guy ever. So I had an at bat. It was against Menominee. It was a big game, and I hit a ball right in front of the plate in Spring Valley. That's when we were the Hawks. And I took off for first, just tore down the line, and I beat the throw by about a step. And I'm huffing and puffing, and I turn back around, and I'm standing on first base. And I look down, and the catcher and the pitcher and about half the Menominee team is at home plate just screaming at Orrin, just screaming. And Orrin steps out in front of the plate, and he looks down the line, and he says, Josh, did that ball hit you? And I said, nope, didn't hit me at all. Nicest guy I've ever met. That ball hit me right in the foot, and I lied right to his face. Just face lie. And it haunts me to this day. I feel like everything negative that's happened to me ever since is because I said that to Orrin.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, at least 15 years.
So you've had sleepless nights almost my whole life.
It feels good to get it off my chest, guys.
Yeah, this is what that is for. Just getting stuff off our chest. So,
we might just have another episode called Team Confessions.
Yeah.
Who knows? It makes you feel this good.
There'd be a lot of shows. All right, guys, let's go to the last question. This is actually a set of questions. So Skylar from Hudson wrote in and says, what's the farthest ball you've ever hit? And then coincidentally, Liam from Spring Valley wrote in and said, what's the farthest ball that anyone has hit off of you? So this one's good for pitchers and for hitters. What do you guys got? Farthest ball you ever hit or farthest ball ever hit off you?
I hit one, would have been a bunch of years ago. It was down in Spring Valley. It's definitely one of the farthest ones I've ever hit. And, I mean, I got all of it. The ball wasn't coming in overly fast, but guy left it somewhere like about mid-thigh, and I crushed it. I think I put it over the house and right. And next thing I know, I'm just watching it because I knew I got it all, right? I knew, oh, my gosh, wow, I got every square inch that I could have possibly with that bat. I was a wood bat, too. It wasn't even like those -5s that we used to have. I mean, I crushed this ball. I mean, I'm surprised that the cover didn't actually come off of it. But anyways, I'm looking there and I'm going, holy crap, that's a long home run. The next thing I know, there's this guy who was on the mound, kind of a skinnier little guy. He was yelling at me, to get moving and to yell and to stop watching my home run. And I was like, what? Well, if you hit one that far, you would do that too. That was a long time ago. I was in Spring Valley. I remember.
Actually,
I think it was for Hudson.
Yeah, Joel, I'm pretty sure that was against Spring Valley, in Spring Valley, like around 2007.
Yeah, and it was the house out in Wright.
I was playing in that game. I was actually playing shortstop, and it landed on the roof. And I'm pretty sure Josh Item was pitching.
All right.
Oh.
First of all,
Oh.
Game on
Oh.
Joel, I threw 81 miles an hour. 81 miles an hour, Joel. Don't forget it.
You know what, Josh? I'm sorry. I take it all back. You generated the power. I didn't. You threw that ball about 450 feet.
And that's as far as a wood bat, like it was obviously corked, which we've talked about for years, and I just didn't realize that was you. In fact, that's probably it right behind you. I see that you've held on to that.
Yep, it's a cork bat. And I kept the cork ball that you threw too.
Just so that you know, I don't care that we're friends and that I'm like 5'6" and you're 6'5". I was gonna go right up that ladder if I needed to.
I was at
Well,
short.
thanks.
I was not going to do anything. I was just laughing.
You're lucky that I was kind enough just to throw that thing right down the middle, because I thought that guy's so tall, there's no way he's going to get around on this 81-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, like I said, you did all the work. I just stuck my bat out there and absolutely crushed it.
It was not 500 feet. It was like 465. Max 465.
If I remember, I had to actually go to my insurance company to make sure I didn't have hail damage, or I had hail damage coverage for that place.
Yeah, we got a letter from the homeowner. It was not good.
Thanks for the memory, Josh.
Yeah, you're always welcome. Just always welcome. Thanks, guys. I sure hope there's some more answers to this. Can we change the subject?
Yeah, we can go on to the next question.
We can't. That's the last question.
Oh, no.
All right, so I'd say the farthest ball hit off me. We were playing a Minnesota team a couple of years ago, and this guy that was probably, ate a healthy breakfast every morning, we'll just say that. Huge forearms, just, kind of insane guy, very competitive, I'll say that. And he hit a ball, and he screams like, "Oh, dang it, I didn't get all of it." He starts around first, and it leaves. And that's because he eats a healthy diet or breakfast every day. But moving on from that, the other side, the farthest ball I've hit, I actually have a video of. Happened last year against Menominee. And I'm actually going to pull up the video right now. So.
Of course you have a video of it, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm full of myself. I know, guys. Sorry.
How many times have you watched it today?
Only 150 times. All right, here we go. All right, can you all see it?
Where's your undershirt?
Don't need one. Here we go.
Must just weight you down.
All right, so this is like in July, mid-season. I'm just feeling myself. I don't need an undershirt. I'm feeling loose, stretched before the game. Look at that. If you see, look at this big leg kick right up there. You see that? That's the key to it. Hit and run. I'd say it went about 400 feet to right center. And, you always got to run it out. You got to hustle. But then you got to slow it down and jog once it goes over.
I don't think you can execute a hit and run better than that.
Yeah, just hit it where they're not, and they're not over the fence.
I think Doornink called the hit and run. I just saw him at third base saying, "Yep, I called that."
I can
So you were saying 420 feet. You do know the dimensions of our field, right?
Yeah, it's like 400 to right center, right?
No, I believe it's 420. Sure. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Luke, can you back it up to right where you come out of the box?
Yeah.
Going forward, there's the swing. That looks like the sprint of a guy who knows he's hit one out of the park right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Josh, is that where you run over to him and yell at him?
Yeah, this is really different than that one, Joel.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice. That was a nice hit.
Yeah, but enough about